In this video, I'll be sharing with you a tutorial on how to cut and sew this stylish asymmetric corset blouse with asymmetric hemline. So if this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. And this dress is from Boomsy Stitches on Instagram. So to start, here is my pattern and here's my starting line. I'll mark my shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist. Now I'll add 7.5 inches after my waistline for my blouse length. So after marking this, I'll go ahead to mark my shoulder divided by 2. Now I'll go ahead to come down by 1 inch at that point. After marking this, I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches by 3 inches, which will serve as a guide for my pattern. Now I'll place my curved rule to connect. From the neckline, I'll connect all the way to the shoulder slant. After connecting, I'll find my chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll place my ruler and draw a straight line. After marking this, I'm just going to go ahead to place my tape and mark my shoulder divided by 2 at the chest line again, and I'll place my ruler to connect upwards. After connecting, I'm going to divide what I have here into 2 equal parts and come out by ½ inch. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Connect from here all the way up and also connect towards the bust circumference divided by 4. Next is to mark my dart. I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches. I'll place my tape, connect this all the way up and also connect at the other side. Now after connecting, I'm going to measure what I have here, divide it into 2 equal parts and mark. I'll place my ruler and connect to that point. Now I'm going to mark my dart. I'll be marking 1 inch on both sides. For a plus size, please use 1.5 inches. So also for this pattern, you can make use of a princess dart. On the actual pattern, it was a princess dart, but for this pattern, I'm going to be using a shoulder dart to mark mine. So after connecting this, I wanted to use a straight dart. So I looked at the pattern again and I noticed that it was not a straight dart at this point. So I'm just going to come down by 4 inches after my waistline, place my ruler and I'll connect. Also connect at the other side of my pattern. Now this is what I have. I'll connect from the bust to the under bust and I'll also connect at the other side of my pattern. After marking this, I'll outline my pattern with my marker. Now for this pattern, I'll be using a shoulder dart and I'll mark 2 inches. That is the normal dart intake of 1 inch on both sides, but I'll mark it towards this side. Now I'll extend this all the way up. So just like I said, on the actual pattern, it's a princess dart, but I'm using this method because it is quite easier to join your pattern at the upper part. And I went ahead to outline. Next is to insert my measurement. I'll mark my round bust measurement divided by 4. Now for my dart intake, place your tape. Pick your dart from where you feel your bustier neckline, that is the neckline at the upper part will be, then mark that and add ½ inch just for your sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, measure my dart intake and add my sewing allowance. Going down to the waistline, my waist is 28 inches and I want to snatch out 2 inches from it. 28 minus 2 will give me 26. That is the new waistline that I want to use. Now, I'll now divide that 26 inches by 4. If I divide 26 inches by 4, it will give me 6.5 inches and that is what I'll be marking for my waistline. After marking that, I'll go ahead to pick this dart and I'll replace it. Just add ½ inch for your sewing allowance. Now I'll go ahead to mark my hip circumference divided by 4. My hip is 40 divided by 4. I have 10 inches. I'll add ½ inch for stitching up allowance and I'll go ahead to mark. Next step is to go ahead to place my ruler and I will connect all these lines. Now after I'm done connecting at this point, the next step is to mark my bust dart. Now place your tape at your shoulder to waist and measure at the back and at the front. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15 and a half. If you take out 15 and a half from 17, it will give you 1.5. So this is how I got my bust dart. I marked 1.5 at the lower part of the bust and connected it to the nipple point. I'll just shade it out to indicate that I have a dart there. Now, I'll go ahead to transfer all this measurement on the other side of my pattern. You can go ahead to redraft your pattern, or if you have a tracing wheel, this will make it easier for you. All you have to do is just trace out your pattern on the other side. Now, after tracing out my pattern on the other side, it's now time for me to work on the upper part of this pattern. So now, just like I said, the initial pattern or the original pattern of this dress is a princess dart, but joining a shoulder dart is quite easier, so that is why I'm using this method. Now I'll go ahead to blend out my dart at this point and I'll start connecting to the armhole. Now decide how long you want the asymmetric design at the upper part to be. Right now I'll measure about 1.5 inches from the midpoint because that is where I want the neckline to actually stop. So from here I'll also blend in, and I'm going to start connecting this to the armhole. And I made, if you notice the neckline there, it has like a little slope. So after marking this, I'll go in with my marker and I will outline my pattern to make it more visible. I'll shade out the dart so that it won't confuse or make the pattern difficult to understand. Let's work on the lower part. I'll come down by 5 inches. Then to give it that side effect, I'll just add 1 inch here. I'm doing this because of the type of dart I used. If I used a straight dart, I'll have like a curvy effect towards my waist. Now I'll come down by 3 inches from here and I'll come in by 1 inch at the center at the lower part and connect. Then connect from here all the way to this point. And after I'm done outlining, let's work on the other side of this pattern. Now from this side, I'm going to also connect going down towards this other side. So make sure that whatever you take here is what you have here. I'm using about 4 inches after my waistline, and I'll come out by 1 here, slant it, and I'm going to go ahead to connect this way. So this is what my pattern looks like. This is the center front and the side front, and I'll go ahead to cut this out. So after marking out, this is what the pattern looks like. So let's head over and cut this out. At this point, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So while cutting here, blend out your dart and also cut out the rest of your pattern. So if you have anywhere that you don't really understand, please go ahead to ask. Now I'll just cut out this side also and blend out the dart, cut out the dart and blend out the sides. So I'll cut out the rest of this pattern and we'll head over to cutting the back of the dress. So after cutting out, this is what I have. Now let's move over to the back. Here is my shoulder to bust line for the back, my shoulder to waist for the back, and I added additional 7 inches for my length. I'm just going to place my tape and show you. This is my shoulder to waist, which is 15.5 inches. So after I'm done marking this, I'll go ahead and I will mark my shoulder divided by 2 at this point. I'll come down by 1 inch at this point, and then I'll just place my ruler and connect, marking a slope, my shoulder slope here. There's no need marking out the neckline because I won't be using that. Next is to find the chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll place my tape and I'll go ahead to draw a straight line. Now, after I'm done marking this, I'm just going to go ahead to place my tape back and I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2. After marking my shoulder divided by 2, I'm going to place my ruler to connect. So here will be serving as the chest line of this pattern. And I won't draw out my armhole curve because I don't really need it. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, add ½ inch for joining. Here, remember the waistline we used for the front that we snatched? That is what we are going to use for the back pattern here, and I will mark. Then go ahead to just add ½ inch for your stitching up allowance by the side. So after marking that, I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and add ½ inch. Now I'll just go ahead to connect. So I'm using a dartless method to cut out the back because I don't want to go through the process of joining and rejoining darts for the back. I want to go with something that is very easy and beginner friendly for the back pattern of this dress. So here I'll come down by ½ inch from the chest line. I'll place my curve through and I will connect this all the way to the chest line of this pattern. I'll start by marking out the lacing area. I'll be using 1.5 inches for this lacing area at the lower part. You can use more than that, or you can use 2 inches, any lacing of your choice. So I'll just go ahead and extend this all the way to the lower part, and I will mark this out. So after I'm done outlining, I'll make a dot to indicate that I have a lacing at this part. Now I'm just going to go ahead to come down by the same 4 inches we did for the front pattern, and I will connect towards the hemline of this pattern. For the back, I'm leaving it basic because I didn't get to see the back of the dress. Now after this, I'll just go ahead to cut out the back pattern. So after cutting out the back pattern, the next step is to go ahead to transfer the pattern on fabric. I'll just repeat that effect that I added by the side of my pattern and I'll cut it out. So if I'm making my dress and I'm not okay with it, I'll go ahead to chop it out. So this is what the back pattern looks like.